Kawhi has been with the Clippers for 5 years, and he only finished one season healthy. The other 4 years, he's been injured when it mattered the most, and many times during the playoffs. And as of the time of this recording, he's injured and not playing, and it begs the question, should the Clippers move on? So right now, Kawhi is out with some knee issues. And we do get some updates from the team, but it's the same thing every time. That he's injured, he's rehabbing, but he's not quite ready to be back. It's the same news every time. At some point, I stopped paying attention to the Kawhi injury updates because the news never changes. And on top of that, every season the Clippers fall short in some aspect. And the fans have the same excuse, that if Kawhi was around, maybe we'd have gotten further. And that is definitely true. If he was around, the Clippers would certainly get further. But the thing is, he's not. And when a player is repeatedly unavailable, maybe it's not a bad idea to look into possible trades. And my personal opinion is that the Clippers know this. So I might be wrong with my thinking here, but I've always assumed that the Clippers had two choices. Option 1, try to be a good team by relying on Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, or option 2, which is get rid of them both and build around a younger team. And so this past offseason, Paul George was due for a new contract, and the Clippers were actually willing to pay him a decent amount too. But the only reason it didn't work out is because Paul George wanted a no-trade clause in his deal. The no-trade clause pretty much means that the Clippers cannot trade George without his approval. That is what Paul George wanted. But the Clippers did not want to give him a no-trade clause. And it doesn't take much guesswork to figure out why. It's because the Clippers know, deep down, that they probably want to trade him before his full contract duration is up. In other words, the Clippers have a feeling that this Paul George and Kawhi experiment has run its full course. And I'm not saying that they failed as teammates. Maybe they accomplished everything that they realistically could, and now it's time to move on from them both. Hence, they didn't fight as hard to keep George, and that's what also leads me to believe that they may consider trading Kawhi in the near future too. And by no means am I implying that Kawhi is a bad player, because he's not. He's a game changer when he's healthy. He even made an All-NBA team last year, so he's up there for sure. But if he's constantly hurt, the longer the Clippers wait, the more his trade value is going to decrease. And maybe the right approach here is to trade him sooner than later, that way they can get more in return. And considering how long they've been waiting, it might be best for the team to look ahead and build around players who are constantly available. Trading Kawhi could free them from the cycle of what-ifs and give them a more stable foundation for the future. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe for more updates.